Hello, everyone. Welcome once again. I'm the Epic Party Guy, and this is a very rarely had view of Dyson Sphere Program. This is so you can press a button to get the HUD away um, for all the screenshots because they knew just how well they were doing with the graphics. And this is about 70 light years north of the cluster, just looking south. So yeah, that's the cluster so far. So I've been letting things, and you'll notice that it looks a little less dense in the travel lanes at least. That's because I've been letting this AFK for a bit of just the vessel speed research, and I, mm, they've gotten up over a light year and a quarter a second. It is hilarious to watch them go, but we have a short time today, so let's. And there is one thing I definitely wanted to get done, which let's get back to this. Yeah, see, we're about 80 light years up, and that is one of the main um, bottlenecks that I have right now. The only bottleneck in here that's actually impacting production, and that is graphene. So, where to do that? So you can either do it in a fire ice place or in a coal place for the graphite. Make graphene from graphite and sulfuric acid, or from fire ice. But then you always have to contend with the hydrogen, and that's always a pain in the ass. Unless you're doing it in a place that uses both graphene and hydrogen. And what's the best product that makes use of both? Casimir. So let's actually head on back. Also upgraded my own speed, so we're not just waiting out there. So yeah, okay. 1 1/3 light years a second. I'm sure that's actually 0.325, whatever. And I go a full light year a second. So look upon my work, be mighty, says lol. Nice. Yeah. Maybe I didn't need to do 80 light years. So, but anyway, we are very close to regularly hitting 20,000 science a minute, and the biggest bottleneck seems to be antimatter, which is like the last thing of everything that's going to be a bottleneck. And actually, you can double check on the Dyson sphere production, and each of the 10 layers, which I have not displayed so that my computer doesn't melt, that layer is completely done. Nodes and sails. This layer, so you'll notice there are no rockets going. That's because all the nodes are built on all 10 layers, which is great. But we're still filling, even after about a week of AFK, I'm still filling more sails. Okay, so that shell's almost done, that shell is done, that's done, that's done, that's done. That one is almost done. And I'm looking over here. The cell points planned is total constructed, how many you've done, what it says. So we've got about 750,000 sails still to. What? Man, I don't know what direction I was just going in. So yeah, 3/4 of a million solar sails still to launch, which We're only firing 5,000 a minute. So that's a couple hours. Planet is not rendering? Weird. Okay. Let's also try to land at that spine of things being built. Here it is. And there we go. So, we're gonna go from here, building this way, of processing fire ice into graphene and hydrogen. Now, going here, taking that away, and just saying, right here, the local planet, if I create hydrogen in here, will it be used? And the answer is yes. It'll be used here first, and that's good. Same for graphene. It'll be used here first. Okay. And I do want to see, while I'm here, should I increase Casimir production? Probably. I can add one line. No problem. So, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to need more optical grading crystal no matter what. At some point. But I might as well... So there's no slack of it, unfortunately. So that means I get to create my own. Okay, so yeah, we're building from in here. Which side is that? That's going right. It goes towards the equator. So this line belongs to this tropic. So we don't need to worry about that. How am I on titanium crystal? I'm making some and not using it here. Okay. And overall, I have some slack. Okay. Cool. That just reinforces my decision here. So. Come on, autosave. Ah, I see. Adulting things to do. So. Now I don't want to... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is titanium crystal in, graphene in, hydrogen in, Casimir crystals out. And this is every 4 seconds. Every 4 seconds, so the Casimir crystal, the titanium crystal, and the graphene can be handled by Mark 1, and the hydrogen should be a Mark 3. And that should be right. Here we don't need to double up on the honestly, I mean a Mark 1 with a stack of 4 would handle it. Especially if, how we should do it, which is to have the hydrogen be closer in. So to put symbols to what I'm talking about. They're there. Nope. There. And there. Good to go. Because the level 1 sorters will go at 1.5 speed. 1.5 trips a second. And every 4 seconds, that means 6 6 trips, 4 items per trip, 24, more than enough for the 12. So, moving on. Now, how much do we need? How many do we need in order to fill up a outflow belt? Yeah, it's 96. Why? Because 30 items out every 4, that means, oh, 64, not 96. So, 30 items out at 1 every 4 seconds is 120. But that's going at, but this is going at 1.5 speed, which is 80, which is, and then proliferator bonus, We only need 64 machines. Okay. Now, the other big problem. The other big problem is that this means that we need 12 belts for hydrogen or to make full use of this, which we're just not gonna do. Because we don't have enough. I mean, I could do it based on. You know what? Let's do that because that's new. I haven't done that before. Let's do a two station setup where you know, 1 and 2, and it's all part of the same factory slash blueprint. And actually, that's not true. I have done that before, except it was in line in series. But let's do this side by side, and yeah. Because I am going to need a lot more Casimir crystals, so I might as well do a full whatever the heck this is. Yes, that's a very scientific term, I know. A full whatever the heck this is. Now, okay. Screw it. Let's do. Oh, there it is. Yep. Just goes directly across. So, here we have you and you. Whatever. So, huh, that's interesting. Just based on where it is, okay, whatever. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4 output, that'll mean, yeah, I mean one. Basically, we're gonna have one of each here. So like the the outflow here of titanium crystal we only do one out, and it'll be, you know, go out and loop around and such. So, do we have, good, we do have proliferators. I wasn't being that silly. But each of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, are going to be directly out of these. Okay. This. Okay, so here we have, and let's just, not wrong place to do it. Flip that. There. Oh, nuts. Okay, so we're gonna have, yeah, so we'll have the titanium crystal come out here. Okay, and that goes there, that to there. Yeah, so since I'm going to be pulling the titanium crystal from the other one and then just have it loop through, we don't need to worry about feeding that here. This is to you, to you. It's 1 and 2. You to you. And then okay, so we need to connect every outflow and every hydrogen, and then 4 more hydrogen on top. Did I do this right? Yeah. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So I actually don't need to use the back row here. And I could do a little better to... Alright, let's leave that there too. Yeah, because if it's 16, then we should be doing 4. That makes sense. That makes sense to me, at least. There to there. There to there. Okay, well, I think there's going to be some copyrighted music coming in shortly, so I will have to do the rest of this design off camera. Sorry, everyone. Oh, I don't need to do that. Okay. Yeah, so we'll leave the back row and the middle one open. Oh, my mistake. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 4, and then starting from this one. Yeah, so then this one is going to come in and handle 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's next? What's next? What's next? What is next? There to there. Oop. Yes, there to there. Thank you. Now come up and down, and then up and here. That doesn't look nice. I know, I'm being... Oh, yeah, we need the proliferators. Great. Which was one of the you know, didn't think about using that as a belt, or accounting for that as one of the belts needed. So it's fine. Their math is not off. My math is not off. Let's get all the belts out first. So. Remember, we need 4 more belts of the hydrogen coming out. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'll have this be one of the... Okay. And now... Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That comes over there. We move that to there. You to there. Okay, so my thought here is that for each of the lines out, you need 2.5. No, I mean, you need 3 belts, you know. One, and then a third one drops in after these are exhausted and then loops around. So, these are... So the question is, where's that third one for these two? Well, I don't have one apparently. Okay, fine. It's trying to not have to use the... Since I'm coming in from that side, I don't need to words. You and you are going there, you're going there. And there's the one that'll drop down and then loop around at the end. So, and then that means for this one... There's that. Okay, so that's this pair going down, and that's this pair going down. Meaning... There we go. That was bugging me. You. Okay. And now, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then that. Okay. Meh. Okay. Okay, so we have those 3 for this pair, and this 3 for this pair. Excellent. There. 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 Don't need that. So let's double check things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll only need 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down in the back. We're good. Okay. Good enough. Oh, that got missed? That'd be fine. Alright, good enough. Yep, both are collecting Casimir crystals, both are providing hydrogen. Here we are providing titanium crystal, and it's going to filter through. And over there we're providing graphene, and it'll filter through. If, the autosaves wouldn't take so long. go. And we're good to go. So let's just... build out some... no, put back, really. Some of these belts. What's colliding with it? Oh. Didn't build out this one. Okay. How do I do with just none? Uh-oh. What was this? Oh, no. Okay. Undo. There we go. We want it overlapping. Alright, so how many do we want? I mean, 64 times 4, which is 256. Can't be that simple, because 256, 2 to the 8th, I have 16, which is 2 to the 4th, divide one from the other, you get 2 to the 4th. So is it really 16 squared? Yeah, I guess so. So that means just a full... Damn. Of course, in order to do that all in one go, I need to get all the belts built first. Alright, get it right up next to it. Get some space in between, and drag it all out. Perfect. It's almost like I planned out how big the belts were to make. I didn't. So. Okay, do I need to... Alright, good. Okay. So now there's a lot of belt turning to do. Alrighty, so. Now why? Okay, yeah, because of that one. So. How many of these does a full belt of hydrogen words satisfy? So we have... Yeah, 120 coming in. It's consuming 12 per cycle every 4 seconds, so 10 times 4 is 40. So it can satisfy 40 machines at 1x speed. Can satisfy 26 2/3. So 1, 2. So there's 26. Equipped. Yeah. So it satisfies all these and 2/3 of this one. But this little bit here will get it to top that off. And here. Okay. Okay. That'll be fine. So that's the hydrogen covered. But I mean... yeah, that's 64. That will fill an outflow of that. Yeah, I did this right. Okay. So we want this one, which is right here. Because this one is the graphene. There we go. I'm curious. Nah, close enough. This one, trace it down. Yes, that'll feed that. Go over there, and back and around to there. Excellent. So we're good on the graphene. We're good on the hydrogen for that one. Just, I don't know why it's weird. I don't know. Because 26 and it is 2.5. Why am I freaking out about it? Yeah, so it would take 3 belts to do 80 of these machines. So yeah, we can actually go over here. We can simplify this a little bit, and simpler is almost always better. So like, yeah, 24, 24, and what would that be? 18? Yeah. 16, something. There. 46, no. There, and there. And just cut across here. There. Kind of load balance the hydrogen supply. Cut that there. Don't need to do that, and we're good. Oh. Yeah. My bad. Wait. Yeah, it should be here. Up to there, and down. And over. And we're good. So now we're good with the hydrogen for those. Find where it's cut. There. Flip. And here we are. And I know this is not symmetrical with the flows, but it'll be fine. Alright, where's the outputs? Here. Set that. Set that. And then that. And then that's already snipped. Alright, so we just have the... So we're going to the graphene. Go to the hydrogen. Just need the titanium crystal now. So that's here. It's coming out. Up this way. Down this way. Okay. And here up to... Which one is it? It is on the left. And facing that way. So, came in here. Too far. There we go. Yeah, that'll happen. There we go. Wunderbar. Okay, we don't want these pulling from orbital collectors. That's those guys' jobs. right? Have you feed you. You. And there we go. Get those starting to get fed. Oh. Well, that's a screw up. But okay. Here. Local demand. Local demand. You. Alright. So we'll leave that for now. Por uno momento. That's good. That's better to see. I know it's not going to be the final amount. Now my question is, when I have this turning fire ice into hydrogen, I think it should go to those. Okay, so what is this? That is... Oh, what's that? Oh, no, I did. Should be going around and... Yeah, it's just being fully absorbed. Yeah. Because I was seeing that it wasn't getting into things over there. But we're fine. It's all good. It's not all good. Okay. Okay. Good. That's the kind of belt saturation I want to see. Okay, do I have a graphene blueprint here? Because I do not want to... Alright, fine. There. Okay, So this will be the temporary. Because I need to edit this blueprint. I'll probably do it over there, now that I think about it. Oh no. It's always the cleanup that takes the longest. Why is it not? Oh my god. Alright, good. That's why. Okay. How? Why do I not have a slot for... Ugh. The Tesla towers. Okay. Looks like there's the problem there. Nope, must have just been a single belt got put down. It's fine. What are we at here? 4:30. Alright. When in doubt, overbuild. Kind of. There actually is a semi-rare case of by semi-rare, I mean absolutely rare case of wanting to shrink production capability, and that is on the planet where I'm splitting the photons into antimatter and hydrogen. I want to shrink that so that it doesn't have so much power demands. But that's something for another day. Alright, so here we are doing proliferated Casimir. Oh, no, it's actually the normal recipe. Great. And I haven't even gotten to the graphene that I wanted to do here. Needs a stacking level 4. Save. Okay, and we're good. There we go. And now, yes. So this will be virus coming in, graphene going out, hydrogen going out. Now these are going at the speed of 2. So all this needs to operate at 2 trips per second, which just isn't going to happen for which just is not going to happen for a sort of Mark 1. Okay. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. Because with the stacking, this just makes more sense. There to there. Yeah, so 1 line in to 4 lines out to 2 lines out. Get rid of you, get rid of you, use. So that's what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do, like, you know, combining those two, combining those two. Alright, you know what? Let's do it. There, just for illustration. Here, so where is the... Okay, so if we combine these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could do it twice. You know what? Sure. Yeah, just hiding these under here so that we can... There. Okay. This should make sense. Maybe. We'll see. So, we'll need warpers, we'll need proliferators, we will need... Okay. Not 1,000% sure why I did that, but oh well. So we have graphene coming in, fire ice coming out. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a stacker to compress these belts. If I can. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. There. Oops. Alright. Wait, that's wrong. You. Yeah. You're hydrogen, but you're not. Yeah, and the fuck up was there too. Alright. Graphene, 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 graphene. Alright. Okay. That should be that. Okay, now where do my stackers go? Thought I had a stack of stackers. Ah, damn it. Alright. There. Yeah, you can't just drop them in line like that. All right. Come on. Come on. There we go. You and nope. You. Oh, that's not right. 'Cause that'll be a line of Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be fine. Why am I making this more complicated than it needs to be? Alright. So yeah. One stacks of 1 become stacks of 2. Then you put 2 stacks of 2 to become a stack of 4. But that's half, so there you go. You to you, and you. No. To you. Really? That'll work? If it's stupid but works, it still works. Alright. Now let's try that again. Okay. Needs one more base. No, it doesn't. It'll be fine. Because we're not... Okay. Now I can already tell you that that's going to collide if you do that where there's any kind of grid crunch. But thankfully we're not dealing with that right now. Excuse me? What? Okay, I don't get it. Yeah, there are different algorithms for collision detection, I'm sure. And that's why it's so scattershot right now, like this. So, what's the output that we're looking at? How many? Okay, so every second it's outputting 2. It's actually outputting 2.5. So that's what, 12? It's only 12? Okay. How is there different than a increment of 4? No. Because there's 7 increments, and I was only looking at half. That's how. So. Thank you. There we go. You, and you, you, and you. And finally, you. Okay. False. There we go. Alrighty. So let's get this puppy started. Yeah, not the entire star cluster. Just want to look at the local planet. That's fine. Yeah, we upped the consumption of that. That's fine. Ooh, excellent. Yeah, we need a lot more. So these are just now starting to get fed. And yeah, that'll make it to the end. Barely. Okay, so wow. I didn't know that we were hitting 2 million hydrogen a minute across the star cluster. Wow. Mhm. Yeah, I'm live on stream here. Yeah, yeah. Just give you fair warning, before you went out to the world. So, the extended family. So, where are we? Okay. So, yeah, we need a buttload more of those stamps of those. It's consuming it here. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, local planet and okay. So there's a bottleneck and there's a bottleneck. But really, we need. Inertia when you land. Okay. Well, after I drop the stamp. Yeah, so I can do this right there to clean that up. But see, this is what we want. You have 4 belts of stack of 1 through these stackers, and you get 1 belt as a stack of 4. Perfect. Okay, that's what we want to see. Okay, that looks a bit better. Okay. What is this even producing? Is that 4 belts? Yeah. Is that only 4 belts? No. It's 8 belts. And there it is. Yep, 240 a second. Yeah. Come on. What's colliding? Is it something I can safely ignore? It's not the usual suspects. Okay, so is running into something over here? Yes. You know what? Okay, so how are we on... Oh yeah, more than good. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill, 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 Bill. No. Okay, that's better. Do I need titanium all that much? Here. No. Not when it comes to... Oh. I need graphene more than I need titanium. Whoa. Okay, so all that side. Got it. And okay, good. Nope. There we go. Okay. So just sitting there letting that go, letting that run. Mm. Oh, right. I'm like, why are the yellow flashes? No. Okay, so after we build this, and we let it run for a minute so that we see what the final production is like and where we stand with that. Then I gotta call it. This is a lot of production that I'm kind of happy with. Okay. Nice. Excellent. That's weird. And yeah, we could make solar sails here. It really doesn't matter where we make those, unless you happen to be on a planet where you're making both graphene, like here, and photon collectors, combiners. Which, if I wasn't already overloading the optical grading crystal, I might be tempted to do here. But no, it's fine. Excellent. Okay. Okay, so that is all the building I'm gonna do here for now. I'm gonna let that go for a bit and do something I wanted to do back at the home star system with the Dyson sphere. Oh, and one of the reasons that I decided to start upgrading the vessel speed instead of veins utilization is because I'm at veins utilization level 69. Nice. Oop. Why is the cruise assist mod not working now? And almost. Okay. Oh. Came out almost slamming into the gas giant. Fun. Okay. So I'm going to go to the outermost layer, which, as you can see, has 1,130 nodes in it, whereas all the rest have 1,922. So selected layer. Let me get some distance. Okay, so yeah, we've dropped the FPS to 8 FPS. So, people might know what I'm about to do. Yeah, saving. Definitely before I do this because it might fry my everything. Also, let's, slow down. Nope. Alright, so here. I want to increase this to the most it can do. But there's only one way to do that. Oh, hello, Alric Miraborg. Just before I hit the button. Who says, I don't feel so bad about upgrading to the 64 gigabytes of RAM and a 7900 XT video card. So envious. So envious. Yeah, this is like, I've been weighing upgrading right now, even though my computer is only a handful of years old. But on with the demolition show. Hey, thanks for joining the party. Oh, it did hit the button, and it doesn't know what to do. Oh no! My computer is making troublesome sounds. Yeah, the game is not responding. I'm gonna wait, because sometimes it even does this when just saving. So, because it has so much to process. Hail hydrate. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a heck of a show. But yeah, so pretty much, if you've got the credit card for it, it might be worthwhile to upgrade soon. The AI-based companies are starting to buy GPUs in bulk like crypto miners did. You're right, I did see something like that. And I do have the credit card for it. I mean, I've been thinking about waiting for a 5000 series from NVIDIA, a GeForce 5000, but the RTX, the Radeon cards are pretty good, and don't the main benefit for GeForce that I see has been ray tracing, and that is not a thing I am really into at the moment. So it probably would be, Also, isn't Radeon the? I think Radeon is the more energy efficient one, like up like 150 to 200 watts instead of the 300, 400 of GeForce. Eesh. But yeah, this is why I saved before I did it. It is still saying, not responding. I've got an AMD R7 5800 X3D paired with my Radeon RX 7900. Very nice. Very nice. I've been looking at the R9 series because if I'm going to upgrade, I'm going to want to upgrade for the next 10 years. Which, hey, good luck, right? Probably World War III by then. But Dyson Sphere is actually much more CPU based, much more CPU bottlenecked, especially in my game right now. Unless I have a Dyson Sphere showing. And my video card is not a slouch. It's a GeForce 2070 Super. When the 3000 series just came out, I got the 2070 Super for cheap from someone who was upgrading. And it's been servicing me perfectly well so far. And Dyson Sphere loves the Infinity Cache. Is that Radeon or AMD feature? Smart Access Memory 2. Yeah, but it's the I've been looking at the R9, but the recent benchmarking that the Dyson Sphere developers put out puts the Intel 1320. There we go. So what just happened is that all the nodes exploded. And the sales that they were holding have been released. So now there are however many hundreds of thousands of new entities, new bodies, trying to decide what they do with the gravity situation going on. Alright, let's... Okay, why is it... Alright. It was being weird. Yeah, so all these are just the solar sails that are now collapsing into the gravitational field. Which, it's kind of sad that they can't be absorbed by the other sphere layers, which are still needing solar sails. They can't absorb them for some reason. These just die. AMD Smart Access Memory takes your GPU memory and makes the unused memory available to the CPU. Too far. There we go. See, I want to see. I want to show off what this does. I want to be at 0 meters per second, even though gravity is going to be pulling me into the star as well. I've never made a multi-layered sphere like that before. So I'm not displaying the other layers. But yeah, so they have to be separated by 1,000 meters, by a kilometer, which you can see the orbit radius. So the largest that I have here was 21.7 kilometers, 21,700 meters, and then each subsequent shell is 1,000 meters further in. And that gives it all the spacing it needs. And honestly, I should have done this when I had more time. And I could just leave it and then let it, and then clip that for Twitch. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have to go, so I'm just gonna leave this, let this process, idle. Let this idle for a bit, and then I'll come back, clip it for Twitch, and it'll be fantastic. Hopefully I can also speed it up so that instead of at half speed for 30 updates per second, it actually is in real time. Yep, 30.